Most salespeople butcher the discovery phase. They ask generic questions and they get surface level generic answers. And then they wonder why they can't close the door. The discovery isn't just the checkbooks before your pitch, it literally is your pitch. So if you're selling coaching, consulting, agency services, high ticket, high margin products, this part of the call matters more than anything else. And today I'm going to give you a 6-part framework. This is going to completely change the way you do a sales discovery. It's super simple, it's powerful, but it helps the buyer talk themselves into your offer without pressure tactics, without pushy sales, or anything like that, those things that you don't want to be doing. It also prevents those jarring smokescreen objections at the end. So here's why this matters. People don't buy your service because it's super cool. They buy it because of their current situation. It feels painful, frustrating, or expensive. And they believe that you can shift them out of it. Whether you're selling brand strategy, fitness, coaching, marketing, through retainers or leadership consulting, whatever it is, anything high ticket, what you're really selling is a shift out of the stuckness, change. And that starts with asking the right questions. We're professional question askers. So here is a 6-part discovery of the framework that we teach that works. Number 1, what's happening? Start here, don't overthink it. So ask questions like this. Can you walk me through what's going on right now, especially around XYZ area? Associate that to the problem that you fix or the result that you can give them. So if you're a marketing agency, for example, can you walk me through what's going on right now, especially around your lead generation area? A lead generation problem, whatever it may be, but be specific. Your job here is to listen and not pitch. Let them describe their world as they see it. Now, number 2, why is this happening? This is where we can go a little bit deeper. So ask questions like this. Why do you think this has been happening, or what's contributing to that? What we're looking for here is their perspective, not your assumption, which is super important. This tells you how they're making sense of their own problem, so you can get a real understanding of it. Number 3, what's happening as a result of it? Here, we're going to zoom out and look at the consequences. Again, super important. This is where we're going to start attributing pain to the problem. This is where change is made. So if you ask questions like, what's this costing you in time, energy, money? This is going to build an emotional and financial urgency. It connects the dots between the surface level problem and the pain that's underneath it. If you think about your prospects, particularly over here in the UK, we're very, very good at just stuffing stuff to the back of our mind and just pretending it's not happening, right? What you're doing is you're bringing these back of mind problems all the way forward to front of mind problems, because they're talking about everything that's happened as a result of it. So when we're thinking pain, we're thinking finance, time, stress, health, missed opportunities, all of these different attribute factors. Ego is a big one in there as well. You want to start looking out for signs of pains or things in their answers that attributes to those different bits and pieces. Then we can go a little bit further and we can ask more questions off the back of it. Next, number 4, what have you tried to stop it? Here's where we're going to uncover their decision-making history. So ask questions like this. What have you tried so far to fix this? But then follow it up with, how did that go? The reason this is powerful is because you're letting them explain why everything else hasn't worked. So you're narrowing down their options, so they're open to something new. What can tend to happen at the end of your sales call, you can get, I'm just going to go and try and do this, or I'm just going to do that. But we've already uncovered the fact that that didn't work for them in the past. It's a lot easier to overcome that. So you can start to see now by a lot of these answers, what we're actually doing is making the life a lot easier at the end of the call, because we're handling it all here and now. Number 5, what happens if you don't fix it? This for me is really important. It's the most important part of discovery. And this is the bit that's mixed the most, because this is where we talk about future pain. But we let them say it, not us. So ask questions like this. If this goes on another 6 to 12 months, what's the impact? This is going to create a sense of urgency that's real, because it's coming from them, really importantly, not your sales pitch. Implication-based questions is a thing that's missed a lot. So we work with tons of different companies, God knows how many sales reps, constantly listen to their calls, giving feedback, and really helping them hit their A game. And one of the biggest problems a lot of the time is these implication-based questions building enough urgency. Having the courage to even ask them. Because I get it, some personality types you don't match with them, they might be a little bit more direct, whatever it may be. But your job is to ask these questions. If it causes a little bit of confrontation, so be it. It very rarely does. But you need to be willing to ask these questions, because they need to see how bad it'd be if they don't make a change. But the most important thing is you're going to eliminate that nasty objection at the end of the call. Let me think about it. Because what is there to think about? You've told me X, Y, Z is happening. You've also told me that this is going to happen if you don't fix it. They're less likely to want to dwell on it, and they're more likely to want to make a decision. Then number 6, how much better would it be once you fix it? This is where we're going to start to make that bridge, make that step into the pitch. So let's just say we solve this for you, or let's just say you solve this. What does life look like at that point? Let them describe that in their own words, because once they do, they've already bought in. Now you're just showing them exactly how to get there. You move into your bridge the gap, go into your pitch, and you connect the dots. It's as simple as that. That's the framework. 6 questions, 1 flow. And when you do it right, you don't need to overpitch or close hard. The prospect feels seen, they feel understood, and more importantly, they're ready to move. Remember, this isn't a script. Don't copy that word for word. What I've given you is a framework, which means you need to adapt. You need to be willing to go into a little more depth on the answers. The information that they give you will be drip fed, and it'll be drip fed with emotion. So your job is to understand it and uncover it. Now, if you're training closers for your coaching business or your agency, or you might even be trying to get yourself off sales calls but want it done right, this is exactly what we do. We help founders build. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also in the description, there'll be a link somewhere where if you want to have a demo, you want to see how we could potentially help you, it's all there. If you're a salesperson and you're looking to make the next step into your next high ticket role, around this link as well, I drop a link to our school community where you can join us. You can get access to more free training. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. But also maybe check out this video that YouTube clearly thinks that you desperately need.